Welcome back to Love TV's Evening News. The Women's Issues Network of Belize is offering a certificate course for HIV response workers. Day 1 began earlier today with an opening ceremony at the University of the West Indies Open Campus on Princess Margaret Drive.
Through this training, persons who are HIV positive will be having that supportive community, that the persons being trained will receive the counseling that they can provide more support to those persons. So they'll be getting techniques on group counseling and also looking at other areas like STIs, other STIs, that they can provide that to those persons.
Is this training that they haven't received before, or is this just building on what they already know?
Okay, yes, it's building on the basic counseling training that UWI offers. So Miss Jenny Lovell, being the trainer and herself a psychologist, she will be the person providing that training. And like I said, it's building on their basic counseling training that they have here to include the portion on HIV and STIs.
Is Belize involved because they want women to be involved in the process of counseling, or is it that a lot of women are affected by HIV?
Well, now with recent statistics, it shows that more women are contracting HIV and younger women. And so main part of it is looking at adolescents as well, right? And giving them the support. So Belize, as the network of agencies looking at empowering women, we saw this as a great opportunity for our member agencies, but as well as our partner agencies who do work with persons living with HIV and AIDS. They will be receiving training on like group counseling, like as I said, coping skills. They'll be receiving coping skills. It will be 39 hours over a period of 6 to 7 weeks. And there are 2 cohorts. The thing is, we received the funding from PAHO, WHO, and it's a scholarship for 30 persons to take this training. And we have 2 cohorts, 15 on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 4, and 15 on Saturdays from 9 to 4. And so far we have, for the Tuesday-Thursday class, we have 2 spaces left. And for Saturday class, we have 5 spaces. So it has been good, getting persons to sign up and to come in. The agencies that have signed up so far include the Alliance Against AIDS, PASMA, UNIBAM, Youth Enhancement Services, the Belize Family Life Association, Claret Care in Dangriga. We also have the Trinity Church, Trinity Assembly. We have 2 representatives from there. And the Winners Volunteer Group of Belize and Belize itself. So we do have, also from the Ministry of Health, we do have 2 representatives from there. So it's a cross-section of agencies that will be looking at it together, doing this counseling course group, themselves learning from each other. So I think that is also good.
If you are interested in signing up to take part in the course, the registration is $25 and the processing fee is $35.
Late last year, there was an uproar when it came to light that a Jamaican company was about to start a commercial fishing venture in our southern waters. In fact, the opposition to the venture was so strong that the company was forced to return its large fishing vessels to Jamaica. But the investors have persisted in doing business in Belize. And tonight, hopes are high that they will get the green light from Belmopan to proceed with another operation. Love TV's Patrick Jones traveled to Punta Gorda over the weekend to get an update.
The building is complete, the equipment installed, and just about 3 dozen workers trained. But today, the Toledo Fishing Company facility in Punta Gorda is silent, and company executives are awaiting the call that tells them their export processing license had been approved. Derek Osborne is one of the directors of PG Fisheries Company Limited.
We have gotten already our BAHA certification from a competent authority, and we are now ready to work. Fishermen are basically calling us from Dangriga, Placencia, Monkey River, and here in PG, and they are ready to work, but we are unable to move forward because we have not yet received our export permit.
And what is the hold-up?
I am not sure what is the hold-up, because we already applied to the fisheries department. So we are waiting a response from them. So we don't know what is the hold up. We have not yet been told as to why we have not yet granted an export permit.
While Osborne and the other directors remain hopeful for an export processing license, the $1 million investment sits largely unused, except for one of the cold storage units which is currently being used by a local fishing cooperative.
Okay, you have the Rio Grande Fishermen Co-op. Previously, we came here at a joint venture, but based on the uproar and the boat went back, the joint venture became null and void. So as a result of that, right now, the Rio Grande Fishermen Co-op is engaging in processing sea cucumber. We are the one now that is freezing and helped in the processing of that sea cucumber for export. So right now the co-op and the people of PG are directly benefiting as a result of this facility. So if you look into the cold room right now, you'll see cucumber being frozen.
At a public forum last week, company executives laid out their plans to the prospective workers and community members.
We see this project as very, very beneficial to our community.
And now even the mayor of the town, FLOYD LINO, is throwing his weight behind the company, advocating for them to get their license to export processed marine products from Toledo. FLOYD LINO tells Love News that even though some people are standing in the way, in the end, good sense will prevail.
Punta Gorda is a very unique town, my brother. Allow me to say that the Toledo district is a very unique district, and I think we are one of the districts who probably have the most natural resource, and as a result of that we have the most environmental organizations. The agenda of the environmentalists is a little different from the agenda of the investors, and the government, or we the elected representative, must strike that balance. That balance where we will have conservation mixed with economic development. I continue to repeat that because it can be done in a sustainable manner. The investors have a corporate responsibility to follow the laws of this country. Our government also have a corporate responsibility to set guidelines under which the investors must operate. Now, we set the rules, you follow the rules. You're requesting a license to operate, good. Here is a license, but these are the rules that you must follow. That's the way I see it. I don't want to step on anybody's toe, but there has been too many times when one aspect of the equation has imbalanced the other, where the environmental aspect has been overwhelmingly supported even in the courts of law.
Lino says he has been supportive of the venture from the inception, and he, like Osborne, believes that the license will be issued in due time. Osborne says any suggestion of subtle diplomacy by getting prospective workers to become vocal in advocating for their jobs is just not true.
No, it's not a subtle way of twisting the government. Development and jobs is the basic cry of every country. People are suffering and people want jobs. Without development, no country can move forward. And so hence we basically are here as investors, CARICOM partners who want to invest. Jamaica have 3 million people, and we basically see a market where we can sell fish there. We came here and we see that a lot of fish was stocking up in the market at Vernon Street, in the market in PG and Dangrig. And if you go around, you'll see people having fish throwing away. Why throwing these fish away when there's a market that can take these fish and there's some income can come back to the economy in the country?
Yes, a license will be issued. A license will be issued. I am confident that the government will see things in a right way, and they will issue the license, because they wouldn't have in the beginning granted a duty exemption for $500,000 worth US investment in a corporation like this if they didn't have any intent of giving a license. In this situation here, we try to develop for we people. And so I am certain that the government will see it from a rational viewpoint. I am with the government. I am a member of this government, and I am certain that we will prevail because the incentive will be granted to the investors for them to develop in Punta Gorda town and the Toledo district. We need it. This is one step out of poverty.
Love News understands that fisheries officials were due in Punta Gorda today for follow-up meetings regarding the fishing venture.